Welcome back to another Alliance War. As a matter of fact, welcome back to a double header. First war is up against NewN, New Nation, and you might have noticed it was already 96% clear as I'm showing this little preview screen. Normally it's not that clear. It's because I was on backup this war, and that's why it's a double header. I only have 2 fights against NewN, and then for the next war I have, I think, 6 of them or something. A couple of mini bosses. There's a hit monkey. It's pretty cool. But we got to go through these this couple of backup fights first. And I joined so late that there's actually no defensive tactic. I had to do a double take. You know, I clicked on this node and I was like, okay, kinetic transference. All right, I'm trying to work it out in my mind what I have to do in the fight. And then I'm like, wait, what? There's no defensive tactic? Did these guys forget? No, it's just because they already took down the boss. My alliance took down their boss already. So that has the global node with the defender tactic. And yeah. No longer have to worry about that. Now this blade, he's a little bit annoying. Kinetic transference means anytime he hits into my block, he's going to be gaining power, which means I kind of want to limit blade to throwing his L1s only if possible, because if he throws the L2, I'll evade part of the L2, but that first kind of spray of bullets could get me into trouble, could end up dealing a decent or not even really dealing damage, but just giving him a decent amount of power back. And then I could get in this whole situation where I'm just stuck and he's looping these L2s at me. I'm also not running suicides, you may have noticed. So the fight is going a little bit slower than it normally would. Omega Red, of course, one of the best suicide champions in the entire game, because when he has that bleed on him, he has that death field, which deals damage based on the number of spores in the opponent, also allows you to go above the normal 10 cap of spores. At this point, I'm so close to ending the fight that I didn't really care that he was above 2 bars of power. Matter of fact, I didn't care that he was above 3 bars of power. I knew I was going to close things out. So go ahead and do that. And the first fight is down. Now we're going to move on to this Hyperion, where I have a Symbiote Supreme to counter this guy. It is the Matador node. That's the only node that I really care about, at least, because I'm not going to really be trying to drain his power anyway. But with Matador, I'm not gaining any power unless Hyperion is throwing specials, which, I mean, thank you. This is great. Having Hyperion on a node like this dude's always throwing specials, so I'm always going to have specials to kind of fire right back at this guy. So I did pop an invulnerability boost, not because I thought I needed it for this fight, but because I had one that was expiring before the next war would begin. So figured, well, better than letting it expire, might as well use it and have a little bit of an extra safety cushion going into this fight. I am going to try to build up to a special 3. That was my game plan from the start. You know, stagger this guy's power gains just to make sure things are not out of control. And then bait specials, get to throw my L1. And after my special 1, then I want to bait a couple more specials and get an L2. And that's when the damage really starts to pile on. Luckily, from failing so many times in 6.2, I have a pretty decent amount of practice using Symbiote Supreme versus Hyperion. I don't even know how many times I went through that Hyperion, but pretty comfortable with the fight. So we're going to go ahead and pop this L2 right here. And I mean, I suppose that is a power draining ability under normal circumstances if there wasn't that node there, but it doesn't really matter. I know that L2 is going to do so much damage that we could just finish it up with the armor breaks on him, the bleeds, a couple more hits, and of course he's down. All right, so that is it. There was only those 2 fights left on the entire map. Everything else was already cleared before I joined. Good war to the guys over in NewN. They did take the victory. And now we're going up against the next alliance here. And like I said, I'm going to have a few more fights. This Alliance TN3M. And starting out on path number 5, the Ebb and Flow knockdown path. Seems to be a pretty common path for me to take. And it is a Mordo. Once again, pretty common for alliances to place Mordo on this node. Feels like with this new map, the most commonly seen champions on the first and second node here have been Mordo and Darkhawk, or you know, some similar combination. But yeah, first fight up against Mordo. And you could see that without knocking him down, I'm really not doing that much damage, but it's also not that bad. So if I had to go through the entire fight without knocking him down, it really wouldn't be that big of a deal. But of course, I do want to knock him down, so I get a little bit lucky there. I actually didn't need to back up as much when he threw that special 2. I could have stayed a little bit closer to him to get my, get my heavy attack off, knock him down, to enable me to deal full damage. At this point, he's power gaining. I'm just going to sit tight, let the spores do their thing, and even get a little bit lucky at the end there and use an unblockable attack. If it wasn't unblockable, it didn't matter. I was just going to attack into his block and finish him that way. Going up against the Darkhawk, like I said, man, Darkhawk seems to always be here. But that's fine with me because I got a Medusa. So as I've taken this guy down in previous wars, basically I just want to get to a special 1 as quickly as I possibly can. I stopped my combo short a little bit just so that he didn't get a bar of power, although it didn't really matter. And I'm just going to hit him with that L1, which enables the armor shatter, which totally shuts this guy down. He's not going to be able to do a thing to me for the rest of this fight, essentially. My damage is a little bit lower while he had that shielding up, but now that shielding's gone away, starting to hit pretty hard. Bait out one special 1 here, going for the 5-hit combo. Didn't even need to throw my special 2, but if he survived it, oh, I had that special 2 to toss in his face, man. All right, we're gonna boost up a little bit bigger here because we have the last 4 fights of this war, including the 2 mini bosses at the end. First fight is a Symbiote Supreme, and I'm not really too worried about this node. Has chitinous thorns. I don't even know if I'm saying that word right, but basically I could put bleeds on myself, which, hey, with Omega Red, sure, man, I've no problem with that. So going into this fight, I'm just gonna try to slow play my combos, get the heavy attacks going to lock on the spores on Symbiote Supreme here, and then just keep playing things nice and slow, keep locking on those spores, and the damage, it is just flowing so nicely. At this point, I do have the Suicide Masteries on, if that wasn't already clear. It was only the first war that I did not have them on, but yeah, this war, got them on, and that fight was over in no time. All right, we have a 6-star rank 2 Sentinel here, and you guys probably can guess where this is going. I've got a Medusa, so once again, gotta armor shatter this guy. Of course, this war, the defensive tactics, they're still a thing, so I do have to still worry about that, but I'm gonna try not to dex any of his abilities, or if I do, with this special 1 here, I normally do a combination of dexing and getting hit by it, just to reduce the amount of charges that this guy has. The analysis charges, forgot the name of it for a second there, man. But yeah, I went for the stand-up intercept. I failed. I also make a little bit of a blunder here where I throw the special 2. I didn't think it was going to kill him. I don't know why I threw it. I should have done a 5-hit combo, one more 5-hit combo before throwing the special 2, because then I just took a bit of recoil damage unnecessarily. So go ahead and heal up, and we're going to take on the first mini boss, which is a Guillotine 2099, which happens to be another robot. I am really loving this, man. This is probably my favorite part about this new Alliance War map, is I feel like there's more robots being placed. I don't know, maybe that's just in my head. Maybe, I mean, I guess this is my first real Alliance War season in like 6 months anyway, so maybe the meta has shifted a little bit, or maybe I just am not used to Alliance War anymore. But either way, I'm happy that we got some robots here. All right, so anyway, I stopped my combo short again right before she gets to an L1. That way I can make sure that before she even throws a special, I can 5-hit combo and armor shatter here. I try to evade this special. I was a little bit slow on it, end up blocking, so I didn't even try to punish. And I know the fight is basically over from here. I'm going to try to build myself up to a special 2. Looks like the fight's going fast enough that I'm not going to need to reapply the armor shatter. So we're just getting to this L2. This time, I do wait a little bit, even though probably wasn't necessary. Go back in for a couple hits, make sure to launch the special 2 before the armor shatter falls off for that additional damage. And yeah, the fight was over nice and quick. Got one more mini boss here with Hitmonkey. 5-star, 565 Hitmonkey. I have not faced this guy in war yet. I was a little bit nervous about this fight, but luckily my my level 37 Dungeon Buddy Legacy's got a Hitmonkey that I could practice duel against. So I did a couple practice duels just to make sure I understood how this guy worked. And the thing that I learned is that I don't really want a heavy attack. I don't really want to knock this guy down. Oh, I also can't parry in this fight because if I stun him, then I just end up getting stunned. So we're basically going to be baiting heavy attacks the whole way. And I'm just going to be doing slow combos into him. Just trying to extend the time that I'm close to Hitmonkey. To extend the amount of spores that I can apply to this guy and keep active to keep that damage rolling, because I need to depend on that spore damage. Alright, he's got his special 2, which I'm just going to completely block as he throws this. It does not deal that much damage through my block, so don't really have anything to worry about there. No need to try to get fancy and evade it. Just going to once again try to lock down those spores without throwing a heavy attack to knock them down. And the fight is almost over. There we go. It is over. So actually very easy fight. I was nervous about that one for absolutely no reason at all. And yeah, that fight ended up being pretty simple. So that is going to do it for the second war of this video. Good war to you guys over in TN3M. We did win this war, so lost the first one against NewN, won the second one. And yeah, so far the season's going pretty well. And this is going to hopefully put us back in the Masters bracket. But find out next war. Stay tuned. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one. Take care.